Welcome back to the channel. We're on the OG camera today because the other one's charging. I realize I have not filmed an intro for the past several videos because I will sit down and film a clip and be like, oh, I'll just put this in a vlog somewhere in the future and I'll go back and film an intro later. And then I never do. So hi, if you're new here, my name's Katie Wismer. I'm an author and an editor. All my books are linked down below. We're gonna do a vlog today. It's September 22nd. I just turned in what'll be my 10th book, which is book 4 of my Marionettes series. The last book is called Ruthless Ends. That went off to my editor on the 18th. So I'm taking a break from it right now, obviously, while it's gone, and it comes out next month. So it's just really starting to click with me now that we're done. Not just with this book, not just with this draft, but with this series, which is crazy because I've been working on it for so long. It's just taken up such this whole section of my life. So anyway, I thought now that we're done with that book, it would be fitting. Do you guys want to help me choose the perfume for our next book? This video is being sponsored by Dossier. I just got 4 new perfumes from them in the mail. They're a fragrance company I've worked with in the past. Highly recommend. They make dupes of luxury scents, and if you go on their site, you can see which designer scent each of theirs was inspired by, but theirs are a lot more affordable. They're clean, cruelty-free, vegan, all the things that I love. And I like to choose one of their perfumes to associate with each writing project that I do. So I always wear the perfume when I'm working on the book, and it just has this scent association for me. I've been doing it for years now. I really like it. Our scent for Ruthless Ends was Ambery Lavender. You can see it's quite low now because of how long we've worked on that book. So the next book that I'm planning on working on is what I've been calling Gracie's book, which is a contemporary romance, very summery, fun book. Still kind of spicy, but you know, this summer romance fun vibe. So we need a perfume that fits that. The first one I got was Powdery Peach, and I have a feeling this will be the winner. So this is inspired by a Jimmy Choo perfume, and it will come with this card with all of the information on the perfume. To be honest, I really like this one. I think this is going to be the winner. It's so different from all of the Marionettes scents. This one is just so light and fruity. This was another one that I thought might work. This is called Citrus Green Apple. This is inspired by a Dolce & Gabbana one. It also has base notes with cedarwood and musk and amber. So I feel like this one isn't as light as this one that has vanilla and patchouli. I think this is gonna be our winner, but I'll still show you the other ones I got. I do like that one. If you want to check out Dossier, I'll have them linked down below in the description. My code and the link should get you some money off. The other 2 that I picked up were Woody Basil. Ooh, that's really, I like that a lot. And then Woody Sandalwood. Oh. To be honest, I don't really like that one. I was hoping this was gonna be the Floriental Cedarwood one of theirs. This was our scent for Blowless Ties, and I love it, and I kind of just wanted to get another one. I think they may have discontinued this one. I don't see it on the site anymore, and I really like this. This one, it has a lot of the same stuff, but it's not quite the same. It's not bad. It's, how to describe scents? It's just very strong to me. But now we have an official scent for Gracie's book, Powdery Peach. So right now we're taking a break because Ruthless Ends is off with the proofreader. I wrapped up my proofread client that I was doing, and now I'm working on a poetry collection client. But once I'm done with her, I think I have a good little break before the next editing client, and I'm hoping by then I will have Ruthless Ends back to me from the proofreader. Then it's time for me to proofread again, format the book, get it ready, order it, and then we can start with the Kickstarter fulfillment. If you haven't seen the last couple of vlogs, we have the puzzles in stock. I'm still spraying the edges of the books and stuff. I think quite a few people got an early copy of Ruthless Ends for the ebook, so I want to get that formatted and proofread and ready to go so I can send out that book as soon as it's ready to those who got it early. People could get it early through the Kickstarter, but you can also still grab an early copy if you want by pre-ordering the audiobook. The form is down below. The early ebook is just an extra thank you for pre-ordering the audiobook. Welcome to a new vlog. No idea how long this is gonna last. It's a Friday in the middle of the day. It's a weird time to start this. I've had such a strange morning. The parking garage at my apartment is under construction, so they were looking for volunteers of people to go to different garages for a few months to lessen the number of people in there. I was like, I don't take my car out that much. I walk everywhere in the city. I'll do it. So finding the new garage, it's literally across the street, but I'm surrounded by one-way streets. So getting to the entrance, I had to circle 3 times before I figured out how to get to it. And then I had no idea where it was gonna spit me out when I went up the elevator. So now when the time comes for me to go back to my car, figuring out how to get into the garage and find my car is going to be interesting because you can't like walk in the way that you drove in. So now I have to like find a door to get to. That's been my morning. Also, the Marionettes, the first book in the series, was just, I was gonna say on sale, but it was just free for a couple of days for the first time ever. And so many people downloaded it. So thank you so much if you're one of them. I hope you enjoy it. I'm curious to see how that goes. The whole purpose of a free promotion for a book in a series is to hopefully get people to read the first book and like it and then want to continue with other books of yours. So I am interested to see if we get some read through in the coming weeks, months. I was hoping to bring in more people for book one because the last book comes out next month, but my book was free at the same time as Stuff Your Kindle Day, which is a time when thousands of authors also put their books up for free, and it's been like really popular on TikTok the past couple of times they do it. They do it once every quarter, and I've seen a lot of TikToks of people being like, I downloaded 200 free books last time, I haven't touched any of them, but I'm gonna do it again. So the odds of anyone who downloaded the free book actually reading it, we'll see. I have seen a lot of misconceptions though about Stuff Your Kindle Day, thinking it's like endorsed by Amazon or created by Amazon, and Amazon also kind of like took credit for this time by like making a Stuff Your Kindle page. It's an indie author who set this up and networked and like brought in other indie authors. So I found it annoying that Amazon was like trying to take credit. Like, this is Zoe's thing. She's done it for a long time. Give credit where it's due. And also a lot of readers I see going on there like expecting the like top selling books to be free, and then they're like, it's all like indie books that are free because it's an indie created and run event. Anyway, I'll update you later. I was trying to figure out why I was still getting so many downloads and stuff for my book. So I went to an incognito browser on Chrome and went to Amazon. You go to books and here's the Stuff Your Kindle Day thing. If you scroll down, I'm on like the first freaking page. My book's not even free anymore. That's cool. That's actually like really cool. Except now if people are looking for a free book and they click on mine, it should not be free anymore. It says it's still $5 now. I don't know. To be clear also, I was not participating in Stuff Your Kindle Day. I was planning on it and I was just too slow. I didn't put my information into the form fast enough. So I'm not on the actual Stuff Your Kindle Day website. But I already was like planning on setting it free, so I was like, I'll just see if I can like get some stragglers, like ride some coattails and have people download my free book even though I'm not technically like a part of the event. And it apparently worked well. We've changed locations. You can't see it, but there is a magazine among us. This looks so messy, but it's just like a lot of blankets. I don't know what it is. My brain like does not want to do anything today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go work out. I'm kind of putting it off because it's 2 o'clock, and if I do it now I'm gonna get all sweaty. So anyway, I asked on my Instagram stories if you guys had any questions for me to answer in the vlogs. If you've been around since we used to do Vlogmas, this is something we would do. I'd ask you guys for questions on a vlog, I'd answer them in the next vlog, and I feel like that really helped me stay consistent with the vlogs because I never ran out of things to talk about because I knew I'd always have questions from the previous video. And I feel so out of practice with vlogging right now because I haven't been consistent with them in a long time. I used to be so on it and I just like fell out of the habit. So today I'm going to answer some questions that you guys sent me on Instagram, but if you want to comment some questions on this video, I'll answer those ones in the next one, Vlogmas style, and it might help me get back onto the vlogging bandwagon. That's not the word I want. Back on my vlogging kick. Yeah, feel free. Any topic, doesn't really matter. Just give me something to chat about. What is the absolute last thing you do with a book before you're like, it's done? I don't know, I feel like I kind of hit that it's done feeling with different books at different times. But if we're talking strictly like publishing and how do I know it's ready to go live on a website for you to purchase, I don't know why I just said it like that. I'll do my line edit and my copy edit together, and then once I'm done with those I will go through and search for my crutch words, and then it goes off to my proofreader, and once it comes back from my proofreader I will read through it one more time to make sure everything looks good. Then I will import the Word document into Vellum, format the book, upload it all the places it needs to be, and then it's hopefully done. And then without fail, once the book comes out, I will have some very, very helpful, kind people email me and be like, hey, I saw a couple typos in the book, here they were. And then I go back and I fix them and I reformat and I re-upload. So if you're one of the people who reaches out when you find a typo, I appreciate that. I think most authors would appreciate that. Some always slip through the cracks. Are you still using Scrivener? If so, are you enjoying the software? This is so funny. I literally forgot that I even tried Scrivener until I saw your question. So no. When was I using Scrivener? I know I was at some point. When was I doing that? Why was I doing that? I think I tried it at the beginning of Ruthless Ends. maybe. I've tried Scrivener a couple of times and it always happens like that, where I'll kind of start a project in there and then I always kind of just drift back to Microsoft Word at some point. I'm so used to Microsoft Word and I'm so comfortable there. I know everything about how it works. I don't know if I will ever be able to try something else. Although Skrintl, which is a company that I've been sponsored by a few times, I have been using to make my outline of my next book. So I do kind of find that visual mapping to be helpful with like brainstorming and outlining and stuff. But when I'm writing, I know Scrivener is basically that and you have it all in one place. For whatever reason, it's just never really done it for me. You may have already mentioned this, but is there a playlist for the new book? I'm not sure what you mean by new book. Playlist for Ruthless Ends? Yes, you can listen to it here on my Spotify. Playlist for Gracie's book? Yes, you can listen to it here on my Spotify. To be fair though, Gracie's book, most of those songs I added to the playlist when I first started writing the book 2 years ago. So that playlist will probably change a lot as I actually write the book. I've already added quite a few new songs to it, but it's still a banger. It's a good one. In general, if you want to follow me on Spotify, I make playlists for all of my books and other playlists. They're all public if you happen to want some music recs. What are you looking forward to next year with your books? I'm already in the planning stage. I am so excited that this is the first year I'm not writing a Marionettes book, which sounds bad. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just that's been something that's been a part of every year since I wrote the rough draft in 2020. I've always been working on a Marionettes book at some stage in the process. So this is going to be the first year that that's not happening. So I'm more just like curious to see what I'm gonna do then. I have some ideas, I have some things I'm gonna work on, but new things come to me all the time and now I just have more flexibility in my schedule to actually be able to pursue those new ideas. I'm looking forward to, now that the Marionettes series is done, I feel like I have lots of options with it. I can now market it as a complete series. I have some special editions coming out of it with a book box company. And they're doing like, there's gonna be new covers. Did I tell you guys this yet? Or did I only tell Patreon? Is this the announcement? Unofficial toward like this far into a vlog, only some people will see it. There's gonna be these really fancy special editions of all of the Marionettes books. They're getting new covers. They're gonna have like art on the inside of the covers. There's gonna be like art overlays. There's gonna be like art under the dust jacket. It's gonna be like gold foiling. I think they're also doing stenciled edges. They're commissioning new artists for more character art. Like, it's gonna be fancy. And I didn't have to do any of it. I'm so excited. I think they'll be announcing it in December. I think is when you can get, they're doing 2 boxes. One where you get books 1 and 2, and then one where you get books 3 and 4. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to that, for sure. Obviously, when that's a thing, I'll post about it and stuff. You guys and me, we're all in the dark. I still don't know anything. They've been emailing me and keeping up with it. That was the contract that I was negotiating a while ago, was for these. They emailed me recently saying they've already been getting artwork back and stuff and they'll send me the updates once it's completed. So honestly, I check my email like every day waiting to see the new cover. So any day now. Hint of your next project. I'm not secretive about anything, so I think everyone knows everything at this point. I've been outlining Gracie's book. I'm excited to work on that. I have an idea for a Marionettes spin-off, and I'm hesitant to say like which characters it would follow because I feel like that's might spoil some Marionettes things. I don't know. It's also not set in stone that I'll write those books, but I have book 4, you can see it kind of sets up to potentially follow these characters. It won't need it, like there's not like a cliffhanger or anything at the end of book 4. It's complete, but there is potential to follow these new characters and it's very obvious. So that's an idea. Gracie's book, I'm thinking, will be the first book in a standalone series. They're contemporaries, they'll follow different characters, but they'll be interconnected. Potentially, if everything goes well with Gracie's book, I'll write the companion books to that. And like I said, I'm just kind of looking forward to having flexibility and just seeing maybe some brand new random idea will come to me and I will decide to pursue that instead. Paige and I have also talked about getting back to our pen name book that we're writing together because we both just ended up being so busy. I told her, I was like, once I'm done with Ruthless Ends, I will have so much more free time. Then we can knock this thing out because we have a full outline of it. We already started writing it and then we both just needed to put it on pause because we had too many other things to do. So there is no sneak peek to the next project because even I don't know what it is. I'm not setting up any pre-order dates. I'm not announcing any release dates because I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and write what I want to write for a while and we'll just see. I will say, now that the Marionettes series is done, I feel like this huge weight has been lifted off of me. I am so much less stressed, which allows me to feel so much more creative and like excited to write. It's so hard to write and like want to create and do things when you feel that stressed. And now I just feel like I can breathe and I don't even have like a date or a deadline looming in the future. I feel no stress. So I feel like very excited to write and work on things right now. So hopefully 2024 is going to be a very productive writing year. What kind of world are you thinking of for your next fantasy? So like I was saying, one that would still be in the Marionettes world for the spin-off. However, it would be a very different part of the world than what you've seen, so we'd really get to explore different parts of it, which I think would be really fun. There's some nods to it. There's some hints as to like there's other things going on in this world that we just haven't seen because we've been following Valerie, specifically in book 3. It kind of hints that there's other things going on, so it would be that. But I also have kind of toyed with the idea of writing some more paranormal or fantasy not in the Marionettes world. I don't know what it would be. I've been on this weird kind of like angels and demons kick, so maybe something with that, which is funny because I've never ever gravitated towards those kind of books before. I guess like the Shadowhunter books are like that. I don't know. I feel like dragons are about to be big. They're already like doing well, but especially with like the popularity of Fourth Wing, I feel like we're gonna see a lot more dragon stuff come into the market after that. I don't know how I feel about it. Like they're fine to read. I don't know if I would want to write it. So I really don't know. I don't think I would do Fae. I know that's been like really big, especially with Sarah J Maas stuff. It's not right now, it doesn't interest me to write. I don't think I would do that. I'm just thrilled that people are like getting into vampires again right now because that's my thing of choice. Also, I never was into like the werewolf stuff before. There's werewolves in the Marionette series, and from writing those, I'm like, now do I like werewolves? I never did before, but I may have converted myself. I don't know. I'd be interested to hear from you guys what you've been, if you're a writer, what you've been writing lately, or what you've been reading lately within like the fantasy realm, if there are certain kinds of creatures and whatnot that you're more gravitating towards. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, maybe it's just like a random hole in the TikTok algorithm that I found myself in. A lot of people talking about these like cozy kind of fantasies. It seems almost like Hallmark vibes, like very wholesome, but with supernatural stuff. I haven't read any of them. I just see people talking about them a lot lately, which is interesting. Maybe kind of like Halloween Town vibes. You know, like the cozy kind of Halloween movies, not actually scary ones. Anyway, thanks for sending in some questions for me. I'm seeing I've been talking for a while. I think the vlog's actually probably pretty long now. Maybe I'll just end it here because then I can edit the vlog and that'll give me something to do that like my brain is capable of doing right now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys are doing well. All the links are down below in the description. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you want to ask me a question for the next video. Can't think of anything else for this outro. See you in the next one very, very soon. Bye. No. Slippery slope, it's not